Okay, as we can see here, this is a plaque that measures 5 inches by 5 inches. I have already pre-traced the pattern in. As you can see, those are the lines that I'll be following. I have a little bit of the work done already, and these are the tips that I use. This is my main tip right here. It's called a 1A. It is for the Detail Master burning system. This is a tip that measures 1 millimeter that I use for shading and stipple dot. This is a fine point right here to do very, very fine lines with. Over here, we have the unit itself, the Detail Master Excalibur, and it runs about $325. About the most expensive one you can get. Alright, 1 second and we'll get to some burning. Here we go. I'm going to start burning the lines in. I have to finish this line over here. So, here's how that is. Using just the very tip. And very lightly. Make sure the pattern is going straight. Go over it again. Get the same texture as others. Now this line has to be joined with that one because we can't. To be repeated all along the way. Those of you who wonder about smoke burning, always try to breathe out as you burn and blow your outward air towards the smoke. It'll blow it away. So I'm going to go for the side line here. Very steady hand. Very slow burn. Follow that line. Very, very slow process. The burning is not instantaneous. And boom. Now for a really challenging part, I'm bringing this line on the edge of this line here. It's going to be harder. What I'm going to do is I'm going to elevate it a little bit so you can see the edge that I'm burning along. Try to keep the gap in between the two lines the same, and that is the unit of measurement. Very tricky work right here along this edge. Again, burn really slowly. Follow that line. There we have it. Again, go over the ends. Finish up the line together. I'm going to do the same over here. This line straight down through. And again, very slowly bring this line in. Notice I'm using about half the blade length so that it will stay in line better with the pattern that I'm following. And I want to, this is pine, very tricky to burn. Sometimes it burns lighter and then not so light in other areas. Okay, these lines are more tricky. Get a little close up there. I have to burn the same edge lines in over here. And here we go. I'm going to start with the middle. guideline. That way I can measure off the ends. So, that gives me a line to follow. Usually I'll turn the work as I go, depending on which direction I wish to burn in. I have to finish up that line right there. So, now, for the curves. This is the tricky part. What you want to do, start the line out, move not the burner, slowly move the piece for a nice smooth line. You might require a little bit of pulling to get the line to go. Generally, it's best to move the piece for a nice smooth line. And burn the ends in so they're tight. Now for the parallel line, same idea. Nice and slow. Arc moves along, turn the piece instead of trying to move the burner. You'll probably make a mistake that way. At least I have in the past. Mind you, this whole piece is 5 inches by 5 inches, so this is not quite a half inch wide that I'm going in here. This line right here, these two lines, that's about a 1.5 millimeter gap, I would say. Do the same on the outside edges. Always burn, if you're going for 2 parallel lines, burn to the left first. That way you have a line to follow on the right hand side. We're getting in this grain right here. Some of the harder grain, this kind of area here is softer. So it takes a little bit more effort to burn it. Always go for the same smooth, steady flow to the line to achieve the same thickness. We're getting there. Okay, one more line to go. We've got the border in. Same thing, like I said, if I burn to the left first, then I go to the right, I can measure this gap and not have to stare at the line that I'm following so much. I just look at the gap and try to keep it the same. So it is very important to follow your guidelines as you trace them on there. Again, turning the piece instead of using the burner to follow the line. Next, I will show you here one more line, and I'll show you the next one. Okay, this line's already burned in, so I want to go with the left. Notice this is off a little bit. There's a wider spot here and a little bit there. What I want to do is self-correct this pattern. You may not trace it perfectly, and basically you have to do a lot of self-correction as you go to get the pattern smooth and even. It may not look exactly perfect, but if you back it up a little bit, you can see it. You won't notice the difference as much. Alright, now for the tricky part. Start on the left and work my way right, as always. I have a very fine gap in between the knot itself inside border of the edge. Mind you, the line that I am burning in between the border and the knot is about the thickness of my blade. Which is another good form of measurement. Go slow and steady, don't try to overburn or you will make mistakes, and mistakes are permanent. You can see a small gap in there, and that was what I was going for. Now, just the very tip, go a little bit at a time. Mind you, this area is only about a ½ inch wide. These lines that make up this knot are roughly 1 millimeter. No problem with the grain. Steady and slow. Alright. One part. Go again. Finish this part. Always burn from both directions. Make sure you align. Now what I'm going to do is finish this part first, because I have a place to burn off. That way I don't have to go back to it. And that's the very tip. Small amount of time. During a very small area. In order to get it right, I can't drag the burner through. It's more like a stipple dot technique. Little bit at a time. Turtle in the hair race. Hare thought, if you go really fast, you get it done quicker. Turtle was smarter. He said, you know, slow and steady wins the race. Guess who won? I think you know the tale. Anyhow, I'm going to finish up this part very close to this other line. Be careful not to blend them together. Burn. There you have one part. Not okay, I took a little break here to get out my light, which is your standard magnifying type light here. Nice light little bulb under there. And if you can see, get a little more light in there, you can get into the detail a little bit better. There's the pattern I'm following. I'm going to need a little bit of backlight on that one to be able to follow it. It's actually very hard to show the beginning of that. Anyhow, get back to the burn, and I'll finish this section out over here. As you can see, my fingernail, that's the pattern. Not very big. Okay, 1 second, I'll be right back. Okay, like I said, I got the backlight going. This is actually the whole pattern that I've been doing and demonstrating here. The area I will finish off, it's going to take about 5 or 15 minutes. I'm about 7 minutes into it now and just have to do all the rest. So I'm going to finish this area right here until the end. I will show you the end of it and I'll show you how I get these tight circles into here. Give me a second, I'll burn in the middle of it, and we'll get right back to it. Alright, hold on. And here we go. We got a little bit better light on the situation. I'm going to show you how to finish up. This last little bit here. Like I said, slow and steady. Go too fast, you make a mistake. This is some fine line work here. Always double burn the line tip. Now, just to finish off the loop. Again, very close. And that other line. You forget. Hard to tell now, but with sanding you'll see it. Celtic, always try to follow one line through underneath the knot. Make it straight, or else your line's just going to go crooked all over the place. Anyhow, I'm going to put these around this way. Always try to keep left to right as your work. When you can follow where you've been and to where you're going. Feel up the ends of the knot here. And there you have Celtic knot pattern from start to finish. Pretty small. Normally it's easier to go with this kind of stuff. Now we're going to burn in this final line. And I'll show you just how I work these. What I'm going to do, again, always burn the left side first, which is right as you're looking at it. But as I'm looking at it, I'm going to start off with the left side of it. Burn the inner part of the circle first. Very slowly. Let's start it off. Same thing. I want to rotate the work as I'm going. So I'm holding the pen in generally the same area. Let's try to get that point of the tip straight into that line that you've marked out. Go. Again, you might not have caught that, but I did a little self-correction. The pattern was a little off. So I just went ahead, eyed it up by with my eyes and said, okay, do a little correction here. So turn it off again. Put the inside line first and then go around the outside. So if the inside line is on the left hand, and as I burn, I want this on the right. So this is what I'll be seeing. Sure if you guys are hearing this, but for those of you around the world watching this video, that is the local weather forecast. The background going on, and we have snow here. Wonderful weather in Cleveland, Ohio. It's our first major snow of the year, and it's a doozy. Oh boy. Like I said earlier, wow, it looks just like it did last year. Like winter. So now we finished up that line. There's the piece. How do you like that, folks? That's a completed Celtic work. All we have to do now is I'll take since this is pine, I'll take a razor blade and like the edge of this and just scrape it. And then I'll use a little bit of light 400 grit sandpaper and sand over it to get rid of these dark areas. Then I'll use an eraser to get rid of my pencil lines and everything else. A little bit more sanding and she's off to finish. Alright, thank you very much.